Cam, obviously a year ago, your role is much different than now, but just tell me about sitting there watching that happen last year and realizing, like, next year I'm going to be a part of this, and we're not going to let this happen again.
Yeah, obviously, I kind of was a part of the team, obviously, but it was just kind of a different experience from me, not being on the floor. And, that group has matured a lot. Obviously, Braden and Fletcher being here another year, Zach will be National Player of the Year again, back-to-back years. So, obviously, it's a lot different this year, and, we're ready to play this year.
How excited are you to actually take the floor in your first NCAA
I'm
tournament?
very excited. I remember growing up, probably from like second grade, I used to always just skip lunch and I'd go eat lunch in classrooms just watching games. So I'm excited to finally play.
Have you gotten any advice from some of these guys who have been able to do this so far?
I just think it's kind of the same thing that I've been told the whole year. We're going to prepare the same way, do the same thing we've been doing all year, because obviously we've had success with it and they've had success throughout their careers, and so we're just kind of going to do the same thing we've been doing.
How does the mentality change now compared to maybe how you guys have prepared for every single game up to this point?
We obviously just take it one game at a time. We just kind of focus on ourselves, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
This whole week is going to be about what FDU accomplished last year, and I'm sure you'll hear about it quite a bit. How has this team embraced that and really just rallied around that and said, collectively, this is what we have and we're going to own it?
Mm-hmm. It's a reality. That's what happened. They beat us last year. And obviously we all know that, and we kind of play with a chip on our shoulder. Every away arena chants FDU, throughout the whole game. So we've kind of heard it ever since we lost. So it's something that we've had to live with, but we've also grown from it quite a bit.
Added pressure this year because of what happened last year?
I just think it's just focusing on ourselves. I think a lot of us would agree on that. Obviously we haven't had great success in March, but that's going to change this year.
And the entire arena is rooting for Cinderella, and even not fans of the opposing team, just random fans are rooting against you. How do you kind of block out that noise? Does that give you extra motivation at all?
I think it just goes to kind of every game we've played in, besides at Mackey. Even when we played Mackey against Arizona, we had a lot of Purdue fans there, but when we were in Minneapolis for the Big Ten tournament, every non-Purdue fan was cheering against us. No one wanted to see us win, and that's kind of how it's been all year, besides at home. So, it's just going to be good to be close to home, and we're just going to go in there playing with the same mentality we've had.
This season started a long time ago. Games in Europe. How have you guys grown together since the summer?
It's just a family. Honestly, we're all a family. Obviously Lance joining us this summer, and the freshmen coming in. We've just been super close since day one, and obviously that trip was a lot of fun, and it kind of gave us a chance to take a step back from basketball and just to get close with each other off the court. So we've grown our relationship, and that's helped us get to where we're at right now.
You mentioned Lance. How has he changed this team?
He just brings kind of a different mentality. Coach Painter always says make your hard work fun, and I think that's kind of the definition of Lance Jones. He's always having fun, and it's not just for the cameras, it's not just during games, it's not just for whatever. Anytime I see him, he puts a smile on my face, and kind of everyone in the locker room, just because he's such a happy guy, and he works hard too. So exactly what Coach Painter talks about.